Yeah, I've been working.
Oh my god, what? I was trying to do Richtofen's voice from Cold Zombies.
I know, the doctor says that I might actually die and my kidneys might give out, but I don't give a shit. I look fantastic.
Lots. Playable character, not playable character. Now, there is a lot different with this one.
This is the best one though. Hello! Welcome back to BitMoreDave. Yes guys, once again we are watching stuff, and this time we're watching some of my old videos. And not just from this channel, oh no. We're gonna be going real old school. But last time guys, you were guessing what elemental hero that this card was, and it was Elemental Hero Nova Master, super shiny edition. Look at that, look at, oh yeah, give me some of that. This time guys, it's very simple. In here there is a culmination of posters that go on the wall, and your guys' job is to guess which Marvel character's poster it is. I'm giving you much easier hints, so just, you gotta get it. But today guys, we are watching, and dare I say the word, reacting to some of my old videos. Yes. So we should do the first video that I ever uploaded onto YouTube. So here we go. Can't believe it. I can't believe I'm watching this. George finished for good. This was the first video I ever uploaded 7 years ago. Well, it says 6, but it's much closer to 7. Okay, let's click on it.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dave here, and just wondering how things are going. How are you all? And I know I haven't made a video in quite a while because obviously I've been working.
So I did make some videos before this, and they were really they were so shocking, and they were like just me playing on the guitar, and then I switched channels, so I forgot about that. So this wasn't the very first video I uploaded, but this is the oldest video of me on the whole of YouTube, so let's have a look.
I've been working my socks off, yeah, I've been working.
Oh my god, what? I was trying to do Richtofen's voice from Cold Zombies.
But I'm back, and the new Call of the Dead map is out. I am well chuffed for this, so I set myself a little challenge. This challenge was, sorry about the voice, I've got a cold right now. The challenge was, think how many times I say, get all...
Hey Dave, what was your first ever video like?
all 7 perks on the map, and then go for this apparently secret 8th perk.
Yeah, so apparently there's a secret 8th perk, because the rumours
shit
flying around zombies those days was insane.
And is rubbish. Anyway, cool. This is not cool, man. Why are you shooting me?
I thought that repeating the same shit over and over again would get even more interesting. How does this go on for 7 minutes? How am I still speaking? Oh, dearie me. Okay, so the next let's skip ahead. And then we went through our Modern Warfare 3 days, all this sort of stuff over here. Zombie glitches, Warden Key, 20k. Thank you for 20k subs. That happened. Oh yeah. The videos are all there, guys. If you wanna watch it, but they're pretty damn awful. And here is where the magic started. This is where I met Daz. This is also on the BitMoreDave channel. It's been re-uploaded for you guys to watch. And this is where we did our first ever video with Daz. So 3 years later, let's see what happens. Daz and Dave, the air diet. Oh god, this is going to be cringy, but I'm actually really proud of this video. Also, look at that upload quality. I'm pretty sure I was still rendering. Was I still rendering in 720p here, or I just did not know how to bitrate? No, I just didn't know how to bitrate.
It's going to start from like now, isn't it?
Yeah,
like, when we do.
Like now, yes, now. Okay. Now is when it's starting.
Guys, welcome to Far Cry 4. Dave, you look fabulous.
Oh, you look fabulous, Daz. Yourself, you
Absolutely
look so
fabulous.
fabulous. How are you doing, Daz?
Can we kill each other?
I don't...
This is sort of the progression to how the modern BitMoreDave
Oh,
came
no,
out.
we can't.
Ow! That hurt.
Well, that's good to know. Oh, fuck, we can! No! I need to hear.
So basically, this is after me and Daz met, and then we... So me and Daz, this is where we decided to do like one video and like, have you got Far Cry 4? I was like, yeah, I've got Far Cry 4. Let's just play together. Neither of us had a decent PC. You can still, I've still got a blue snowball. That's how long ago it was. I had 3 of those things. I had 2 white ones and 1 black one, and it kept breaking. I've had this blue Yeti now for ages, and I absolutely love it. Anybody who wants to buy me the blue Yeti Red Edition, by the way, feel free, because that thing looks amazing.
Stop.
And this was back in the day where I just thought
awesome.
I'd make the video and just
Oh,
put
he's
random
on
music in
there
the background rather than
Okay.
actually strategically placing it for
Alright.
comic
You are
effect.
great.
Okay, so
Okay.
so people on my channel, if you don't know while we're driving, if you don't, he's die, kill him. Oh, he's yeah, he's dead. So it's in here. You should probably stock up on some ammos. Hello.
This is
Oh,
just
that was rude.
approving of like the
Oh,
great
door
things to
open.
come.
I'm
I don't know why I found
What's
Daz
that?
so
Oh, man.
incredibly like his humor was so much different to my
Oh,
humor.
man.
We
That's
rocked off
beautiful.
each other so well because I'm so
I'm
dry
AJ,
and sarcastic,
and
and
you're-
he's
what's
just
AJ look like?
in your face, very there, very
AJ
there.
is
It's really
very
cool, and I think we've
nice.
rubbed off each other a little bit as well, which is
Come to
good.
bed, eyes.
It's so tiny.
So cute.
It's it's so tiny.
I said, ah!
I don't know why all these fades to blacks were there. That's really annoying me. Where's the air diet start? The air diet is when we really started to understand each other. I need to find
Right,
it
I'm
for
gonna
you
go
guys.
right.
Here we go.
Good.
How are you doing in
How long
school?
are you staying in the Himalayas?
Oh man, I got here over from last week, and I just seriously, I loved it. Like I loved it, darling. The mountains
Oh,
are so.
yeah, I know, right?
I know, right? The mountains are beautiful. They are beautiful.
I just love the air. Like, the air in the city is just so, like, fluky. And out here, you just, like, breathe forever, you know?
I know, it's just amazing. I love air. It allows us to breathe. I think if air didn't exist, darling, we wouldn't be able to breathe.
Well, I'd go hungry, because I'm, like, on that new air diet. There's, like,
There it
0
is.
calories in air. So
Oh
I
my
just eat
god,
air.
woman, you look fabulous. Look at you. There's nothing on
I
you.
know. The doctor says that I might actually die and my kidneys might give out, but I don't give a shit. I look fantastic.
You look fabulous. It's totally worth it to get that one guy that you've been totally after the entire time.
And that was it, guys. That was the air diet. And I got to show you part 2 because in part 2, in part 2, something really went down. Here it is.
We're gonna bail.
Okay, here we go.
You ready?
Much better.
Christian Bale. Go!
3,
I
2,
just
go!
went for it. Oh my god. Oh, there you are.
Oh, hey.
I can show
Oh,
you
hey.
the world.
You look so fucking
Well,
ridiculous.
this is so glorious right now.
Oh god, breathe! Oh god.
That was amazing. Oh my god, stop splashing
You
me.
look like a gay pole
Stop
dancer.
splashing me. Oh, Tiffany.
Oh no! Stop it! Oh my god, you're gonna get my shirt wet.
I don't...
Alright, I think we need to go this way over here, bro.
Oh,
Oh my god, my stomach hurts so much right now.
And so yeah, that's where the sort of the love sort of started to come out. Over here, which happened a few years earlier, was my end round 109 video. A lot of people don't understand what I was meaning by that. It was kind of clickbait without meaning to be clickbait. So this video right here. Let me show you there. So this video right here. Basically, I'd done a live stream for like 3 days, and you can't see it here because I deleted every single one, apart from like still going around 80, still going around 94. Then I did like regular little updates every time, and then I got to around 109, and I was like, this is the end. I can't do it anymore. I've been streaming it for 3 days, 4 days. I literally cannot do this anymore. So I just typed the video in as the end round 109, and people took it to mean that it was the end round of zombies. That's where rounds end, because nobody had really gone that high before. One person had gone higher, but I got the most kills, and it was a stupid thing to do, and I was super tired, but it was really cool. A few days later, Syndicate beat my record of kills, and then I beat him back again a few days later. But that was fun. That was a really cool time in my life. And then, of course, Modern Warfare 3 launched, and I thought I was in on like the bag of things, because I everybody was uploading multiplayer on midnight launch, and I just uploaded the first like 3 missions, and I named them exactly. I named them absolutely and completely exactly what they would be called. And people searched for them and found them, and that's why all of a sudden I was so used to getting like no views at 1k. Well, ignore these because these are different. 1k, 1k, 1k. And since then, these videos have sort of blown up a little bit. And then these videos all of a sudden like 21k, 19k, 10k, 8k, 10k. And so yeah, that's sort of what happened there. Let's take a look at one of my Modern Warfare 3 videos. This was sort of a weird period in my life. This was in an open lobby. I used to do these all the time, and I was quite proud of this. This was pretty cool. Where we were playing Infected, and I just sort of Moab myself, and I thought it was really cool. Got that specialist bonus straight away. I can still remember doing this to this day. This guy had no idea how he managed to hit me. You had to keep reloading, man. Oh, there we go. Oh god, can't believe he didn't manage to knife me either. Just got to keep reloading. So if you don't keep reloading, you just die. And then, screw it. Let's break out the akimbos. Break out the akimbos. Break out the akimbos. We're just gonna keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Got that headshot, and things are going well. I'm not even thinking about the Moab at this point. People are screaming at me in my ear through the chat like, dude, you're going for the Moab. Ah, there it is. You got it. Press the button. I thought, oh, that's it. Yeah, boy. Got that Moab on Infected. That's awesome. Somebody comes behind me, and before it goes off, I get knifed, and I Moab myself. And I thought, that would be quite funny. Oh, Kelvin. I miss you, Kelvin. TKF Predator. Some really cool guys there. That was back in the day, and then we did some Modern Warfare 3 montages. That montage was pretty cool. Zombies Overhaul, and this is where we sort of gave up on Modern Warfare 3. KSI versus Syndicate, that was pretty cool. Oh yeah, so I'll explain this video. This is pretty awesome. So this video happened because everybody was, back in the day, doing Call of Duty news and stuff like that, news channels were actually really frowned upon. Like really frowned upon, and doing like reveal videos and dissecting things was seen as like a really sort of cheap way to get views. But I thought I would take the mick. So all of these screenshots had leaked, and everybody was like dissecting them, and I sort of faked stuff.
And I found some amazing things. Okay.
So yeah, watch this.
First things first in this is nobody seems to have noticed that this zombie is wearing a top hat. Now,
just Photoshop the
top hats are traditionally, seen at weddings and stuff like that. So I was wondering if this place could in fact be a wedding. I'll leave you guys to think about the top hat. Now, next we can see in the bottom left-hand corner who was driving the truck. It's Chuck Norris. Now, Chuck Norris is known for being pretty damn hard, so I think he's probably going to be a playable character, one of the new playable characters.
I got a lot of respect for doing this back in the day.
Huge, and
then it gets even weirder, like
Prime. Now, Optimus Prime is clearly sneaking on this zombie with the top hat. Now, Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots, playable character, not playable character. Now, there is a lot different with this one.
This is the best one, though. Others.
Mostly revolving, as you can see around the bus service. Now, if we zoom in closely, we can actually see that Jesus is the guy.
I don't know. I thought this was so funny. This is genuinely because people, like, everybody was getting so annoyed with all these like
a little troll-like thing.
These like
I don't know
fan theory videos about these pictures they've been out for like a month, and that's all we had.
Out of service, like a lot of people think it actually, in fact, says out of rice. Now I'm thinking that they're going to probably
out of rice. That was sort of the punchline. So, and then finally, when I zoom out again
to look at the zombie's face, we can see that it is in fact the stick.
Okay, so after this, I did some GTA with Daz and stuff, which was really cool, which you guys I'm definitely sure have seen, because everybody and their mother keeps fucking messaging me about it. Then Black Ops 3 gets announced, of course, and I come back onto the zombies train, because that's why. Did a revamp of my channel around this point, which is where all of the sort of this stuff sort of came along with the Dave the Rave stuff. I dropped the name Mr. Dave the Rave 411 absolutely entirely, and just focused on Dave the Rave. And over here you can see best gun ever, worst gun ever, why I love zombies, 19k views, 1v1 Nuketown versus the Smith plays. There actually are a ton of videos I privated that me and Smithy did together, because we did a ton of them. And yeah, you can't see him here, but basically I'm going at the moment currently going through the process of privating most of my videos and then sort of unprivating them as sort of like a best of and making playlists for the old channel, because it's basically going to turn into an archive at this point. I am still thinking about doing something with it, which would be really, really cool. So then we come into the dying days where Black Ops 3 DLC was launching. I got to go to DLC events. I was very ill that year, so this was when I was working with Dino PC, and so I had again a full-time job, and I was trying to put out videos whenever I could, but it was so difficult to do, and yeah, it was genuinely it's a very difficult time for me, and I was ill. I don't really want to talk about what I had, to be honest. Around about this time up here, 2 years ago, was when I launched BitMoreDave. So let's head over there. So this is where BitMoreDave launched, and it was entirely supposed to just be a Let's Play channel where I could try and get my frustration out of playing zombies so much so I could play other games because I just wanted to. But I felt at this time in my life that playing these sort of games were going to be like a waste of my time, because I wasn't using it on uploading videos. So the first thing that we do is an old friend of mine managed to make my original intro for me, so we'll watch this quickly. Remember him? There it is. Obviously, it's transformed a little bit now. And I pledged that me and the Prente, we used to have a series called Two Guys One Craft on the old channel, that we would sort of try and finish a Two Guys One Craft series just to say goodbye to it. Never happened. I don't have anybody else to play Minecraft with for Two Guys One Craft, and I'd really feel guilty if I did it without Prente, but there it is. And then me and Dad started playing together properly. I mean, quite a lot. And at the same time, I wanted to do the Fallout videos as well, so we sort of continued doing Two Guys One Craft for a bit. Fallout series continued. They were like almost an hour long each. I Am Bread. This is where my comedy really sort of started coming into fruition. There's that intro. And this is where it sort of started happening around this sort of point. Yeah, here you go. And
We're gonna make it.
This is where modern BitMoreDave
We're so close. Okay.
became more of a reality.
Let's play. Become toast.
The cutscenes, the cutting,
No!
the shouting,
We can make it.
the poorly timed jokes, the cringe. Didn't understand how
This
I Am
is
Bread
the
worked
first
at
level.
all. So that's where it sort of all started. Plays a bit of Battlefront. Oh, it's nearly at 1,000 views. I'll just go there and refresh it so it gets to 1,000. Fast and the Furious stuff with Daz. Again, started trying to play Red Faction Guerrilla. That series did. You can see how badly that series went. 87 views, 117 views. And so I sort of think, right, I'm going to cancel that. GTA Heist. These were the sort of the re-uploads from my other channel that we did together. Again, there's the Air Diet again. More views on this channel, believe it or not. And then Scrap Mechanic started. Now, Scrap Mechanic, we had so much fun, and it was so incredible that I had people flocking to my channel for the first time. Because, you know, just having a friend as a big YouTuber and doing videos with them doesn't mean that you're going to get big on YouTube. It just means that you've collabed with them, and that's sort of that, really. It's like Dad said to me a few days ago, actually. He said, it didn't matter that I was the biggest UK Viner. Nobody wanted to know about YouTube, and it was the same. Like if I wasn't appealing to an audience, people wouldn't subscribe to me. So this is where we sort of really started coming together as the dynamic duo. And we made these rockets that. Well, you can see what's about to happen.
And I off my my sponsors. So we can see this. Are you ready for this shit?
Here we go.
Go, Daz. Okay. Fly.
3, 2, 1, go!
Goodbye, Daz.
What the fuck was that?
And then
Back over here.
We have to.
and then it comes mine.
What?
Whoa!
There you go.
Oh my god! That's amazing!
hit the top.
You hit the top. Ah, he's
Am I falling?
made his space.
I'm inside the thing. Oh my god! And then this happened.
Oh my god, Daz, look out, look out, look out!
And then we landed back.
We landed! We did it! We did it! What a landing! Oh yes! Daz! Daz!
Never in my life seen anything like that.
DLC, and then we started doing horror stuff, the help me stuff, the small planes videos, home quest. Then we started to try and do a podcast, which everybody loved, but we sucked. And then of course Fallout kept going as well. And then I thought, oh, we'll do Fallout 4 mods as well. As soon as that launched, Doom. I started getting invited to some other stuff as BitMoreDave. And this was, I think this around the time, I think when Ark was being a thing, our Ark series, which people loved, and then of course Giant Effing T-Rex turned up as well, and then I Killed Daz Black videos, 2 insanely popular videos in the mix. Then again, more Fallout. They kept launching DLC. Me and Daz kept playing a bit. He invited me to London here, which was pretty cool. We went to go and do some stuff. I now had a full-time job that actually required me to work a lot of hours a week, and so I didn't think I had time. I didn't plan my time effectively, basically. At this point, I'd gone back to living with my mother for various reasons, so I couldn't make videos later at night or whatever, which meant I really genuinely had no time to make them at all, or at least make them anything near as good as I thought that they could be. And then here, this is where things started getting a little bit real. So this is where I moved into my new place, Ultimate Setup Tour. And this was a month ago, 2 months ago. And this is where I started using my GoPro a lot more for doing things like this. And you guys can see that I started taking some real pride in what I do and building things around that, and you guys can see that here. It's still behind me, very similar to what it is now. Obviously, I am changing a few things around. This sort of setup, when you get a setup like this, it never gets completed. You just keep building on it, which is pretty cool. Those lights are still there. They're shining on my face right now, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so this was where the big changes started happening. Switchbreaker set was something that I wanted to make a video on Monster Hunter that wasn't just a live stream, and I quite like making. I thought I'd try my hand at making it. Get to grip with this new this new Vegas software that I'd started using, and make something that's really beautiful. So you'll be able to see. I don't know if I can find the transition of it actually. Yeah, here. So you'll be able to see here what it was, and then what I managed to turn it into, and then do a simple tutorial on it. Voila. And that's pretty damn awesome, I think. So I was getting used to because I hadn't edited a video in a very, very long time. And then, of course, 2 weeks ago, started my new progression on YouTube. You Laugh, You Drink with Daz. Before this video, I used to get a lot of flack to say that I was copying Daz, or I was sponging off him for views or videos and things like that. He's one of my greatest friends. I can go to him with anything, and I love him very dearly. And that always used to hurt me a little bit. After this video, which he put on the community tab, it blew up. And all of those haters that I got before stopped coming over and saying you're doing this, because they realised that actually it is just a big bromance. And things have gone on from there. So while he was with me at my new place, we obviously made that You Laugh, You Drink video. We laid the Truth of the Dare video. And when he got back, we sort of said we need to do this A Way Out video. By the way, A Way Out is still going. After he comes back from LA, we're going to keep doing it. Then I started doing my own thing. Really embracing it. So Dave Watches stuff was something that Daz advised me to do. He actually said, look, you should go ahead and do it. Because it gets views. You'll have fun doing it. And more importantly, it's something different that you haven't really tried before. Maybe it'll alleviate your boredom. I'll talk about the boredom thing in another video. We'll leave that out of the way for now. It's to do with the fact that I have ADHD. And then I did How Did I Meet Daz Games, because people were sort of not over the Daz thing, and I thought, what would be a good way to sort of encompass it into showing how I became about being? And I thought, well, what if I asked myself 10 questions that I would want to know about me? And then I played some games, keep watching, plays, watches, and of course, the next video, which you saw last time, was plays Roblox, and now it's just watches. So we're sort of doing an alternation between each one now. And the format was ever changing, and it always will be. But I've got a nice format down that I thought would be really cool. The total production time for a video is about 4.5 hours in total, from starting to film to finishing editing is about 4.5 hours. So you can appreciate how much time and effort goes into it. And that is where we are now. So you've kind of gone through the history of both of my channels, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's some people who, on my old channel and this channel, have always been a big part of my life. And as we've grown apart, we've moved on. So I have to start off with NTY Guns, who, when I started my sort of Dave the Rave channel originally, me and him sort of played a lot together on Minecraft and things like that. He's no longer YouTubing anymore. He's gone. Mr. Waffle Waffles, I haven't spoken to him in many a year. But him, Dalek, The Smith Plays, Yoti Slayer, rest in peace, my friend, Syndicate, all those guys from the zombie days will always hold a special place in my heart. Especially Waffles. We didn't always see eye to eye, but I always counted him as a friend. And same with Dalek as well. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And with the new channel, there's only one person to mention. Of course, Daz. Me and Daz are I think Daz is the first person ever, and the longest person ever, that I have been so close to, and we've become. And he is my best friend, essentially. He is a lovely, lovely guy. There's only sort of 3 people that I stay in contact with through my whole life. One of whom I was best man at a wedding for. One of whom I'd known from school, and Daz. And to be perfectly honest, that's all I need. So yeah, I think I'll end it there. I think that's a nice place to end. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and enjoy what's more to come. Thank you for watching. So yeah, we ended on a bit of a serious note there. So now I've got to make a fun thumbnail, but be serious about it. Okay. Well, no, because the first bit of the video is funny and laughing and joking. The second bit sort of like get a bit deep and a bit emotional. So let's. See how that's going to work, but hopefully good. I guess we'll find out.